that game.
Who's your favorite rapper of all time?
Favorite rapper?
Uh-huh.
I mean, the thing I want to kind of say is like I've always just for the longest time always just been a big fan of Drake. You know.
Yeah.
It's like even though he's like at the end of his career, like kind of things like that, he's still dropping like he's the only rapper that's been around for how many years? Do you remember Ricky when I showed you back in sophomore year?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Was it sophomore year?
Dude, it could have even been earlier than that. I don't know.
I think it was later.
I remember in
I think it was later.
Later than that?
Because maybe oh yeah, because remember senior year he had that song with Eminem.
Oh,
and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Forever.
Well, because that was what I wanted to get into was like, because of you, I was huge into Lil Wayne back in like 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and your brother was like, this is like right when iTunes first started, and back when people would illegally download music all the time. LimeWire, back in the LimeWire days.
Where it destroy your computer, but it was worth it for the music and videos and movies. Oh, I love downloading movies.
Yeah.
I mean, just kidding. If anyone
his brother, Wahid, would always have and your brother had that sick bass in his car, and he would play the dopest it was lit back in the day.
All those subs.
Yeah, but that's how
destroy.
Because didn't Lil Wayne sign Drake? Wasn't he on this? Wasn't he?
Yeah. They dropped.
I think that's why you knew him because I didn't like Drake in the beginning, which was funny.
Yeah,
I think
I used to tell you, I'm like, bro, this guy's gonna be the next biggest thing, like and I did it from the very beginning, like nothing like. Before Drake even was anything big, I told you, I was like, dude, Drake is going to be Drake.
Because it was years.
Yeah.
We were working at the factory, and I was giving you shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, Ricky, come on. And I'm like, no, dude, turn that shit off. Yeah. What was I listening to back then? I don't even fucking remember.
I don't know. I remember one song, definitely, when me and you had to always keep painting those factory walls or anything.
Yeah.
I remember I showed you that song, Burn, by Big Sean and Meek Mill.
Ooh.
You know that song?
Dude, that's a good song, man.
Oh, dude. Me and Ricky.
Big Sean and Meek Mill?
Yeah.
Let that shit burn.
Let that shit burn. Yeah, dude, me and Ricky would be sitting there. I remember it was like one of the back rooms or anything. Ricky would just be like, bro, play that song with fucking Big Sean and Meek Mill. And then we would just be sitting there painting. We're like, oh, yeah.
Dude.
And yeah. We remember the time whenever we were in the factory and all that. And we would just be like, dude, they don't know how much we're painting or anything like that. And we literally sat in that bathroom when they had us painting the walls and we watched Family Guy episodes. We're like, we're getting paid to watch Family Guy episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
No.
Well, no, that shit was disgusting, dude.
Dude, the stuff that they made us do in that factory.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, when we had to clean fans and all that stuff.
The muck was, like, inches thick, dude. We probably could have got cancer from that. That shit was nasty. So, like, there was this big factory, and the grit and nasty grime from all the factory machines, I guess from, going up in the air, would collect on all the fans. And it looked, when Josh's dad, like, fucking hated us. And,
we were the scum to him.
Yeah, and, like, that whole factory hated me. They just didn't they all wanted to yell at us all the time because we were the dumb.
Yell us, but they did like you. You remember whenever that guy gave you that CD?
Oh yeah, because it was with this, and that was really hard because I don't like scream music. I like Suicide Boys and some. I can take scream to a degree, but when it's like that, I can't take it. So here I am. He didn't tell me what his son's music was, so I'm like, he's like, hey Ricky, I brought you that CD and my son's music, and he's always telling me about him, right? Yeah. At lunch, let's go out and listen to it. I'm like, okay.
I know which one you're.
Yeah, and then I had to go out at lunch and listen to like 4 or 5 songs of this crazy fucking scream. And I'm like, yeah, this is really good. This is awesome, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. But do you remember the guy also, the one that was like, I'm a working man all over the land? Do you remember that song?
Oh my God.
Larry, I think his name was?
Larry or Lewis?
Lewis? I don't know.
I think it was Lewis, dude.
But, dude, I don't know if you remember.
He was cool as fuck.
Yeah, we still talk about it, like me and Danny. And we'd be talking about the ride home. You kept playing that stuff over and over. I ejected it from the
And you
CD.
threw it out the window.
I threw it out the window.
Yeah, I just now remember that.
Like,
why are you pissing me off? No, I was just kidding.
Like, oh, my God. That guy gave that to me because he wanted me to hear that. And I will never hear it again. I was like, bro, no one wants to hear it anymore.
It was like the most ridiculous. Dude, that would be fame. I think that would be a TikTok fame song today.
Yeah.
It was so lit.
The working man song.
Working man all over, like, dude, he was lit. It was like an old country, like,
Yeah, no,
just chill guy.
It was like white, black, or yellow, or I don't
Oh,
know. Bro, this guy.
You're making me so sad because that song would be so lit today. It would have aged like fine wine.
It was that relevant, huh?
Dude, it was lit.
It was that relevant.
Yeah, you don't even understand this type of stuff you miss, Brendan. Like,
By the way, hey guys, episode 9.
I think it's 9. Yeah,
It is 9.
You know.
We got one of the Jopins, one of the long living legend Jopins. My buddy Mo Othman. Been friends for 12 years.
12 years? I don't know, man. What, like 7th grade? Kind
Yeah,
of?
we were friends in 7th and 8th grade. We had classes together.
Yeah. No, we didn't like become. You remember when I tripped you in 8th grade?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's when the kids, you'd run to class, or no, you'd run to the lunch
Run
line.
to the lunch because
Yeah.
we're trying to get food.
And they yell at you, Ricky, quit fucking running. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running, right, Duck? Because everyone's bolting. It's
Oh,
to the
yeah.
first to the line. And then you got those fuckers that would skip lines. You know what I mean?
I know.
Fuck you, Dustin. Get in the fucking back. I was here first. That kind of shit. Ready to eat.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat you, boy.
it's funny you called him out because I definitely know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he always was. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck you, Dustin, you son of a bitch. And then he would make the teachers love him. And they go, okay, Dustin, go
Yeah.
ahead. And I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm running, right? And and getting to the cafeteria, this fucker trips me. And we're like not even friends at the time. Like we got friends of friends. You know what I mean?
We're just literally in the same class,
Yeah.
math class, Miss Uners.
Yeah,
Yep,
dude,
remember it.
I fell on my ass so hard.
Oh my god.
In the lunchroom, right in front of the Jaguar.
Yep. I saw him running and it was a perfect example. I just like kicked the back of his foot and made him trip over and he tumbled. He hit that. I just ran by pointing and laughing saying,
So were all the other kids.
exactly. Ricky was not first in line that day.
Yeah. Oh, I was upset. What was I more mad about? Being in line last or the fall? I don't know. Yeah, I got mowed back too many times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't have to go about like, the pencil sharpener or you shoving me up at the factory and stuff like that. We don't have to talk about that.
It's called brother love.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You should have seen me and this guy a couple days ago.
Ooh.
It was like some backyard WWE.
Yeah, we get into it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
Bro,
just
there
real
is a
shit.
big difference in size and weight.
Don't let that size confuse you. This man is a maniac.
Is that true, Brendan?
Well, I'm just someone that's like, if you try to intimidate me, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
And it just gets.
4'2". This dude might as well be 7'3".
It's 5'2". It's just five. It's 5'2". Just for anybody who's listening, it's just it's a foot difference. This does help.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's fucked?
What?
We are outstanding guys, I think.
Oh, stop,
And girls, well, no, it's just like it sucks that girls don't give you a shot with height because of height.
It's personal
And,
preference.
yeah, I know, but everyone's like, "Oh, Ricky, you should get all the girls. Women love the height." And I'm like, for days, where are they at? You know what I mean? And it's because I'm bald.
Yeah.
If you had my height and I had your hair, we'd be drowning. Just drowning, Brendan. We would be. We can't breathe. We can't breathe. Yeah. And then we got Mo, who's one of the most gorgeous Drake-looking sons of bitches in the world.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for being on our pod, you gorgeous man.
Oh no, dude! I'm so thankful to be here. I had fun.
You put all the pressure on him.
I know. You just called me out. You're like, "Oh, gorgeous," and all. I'm like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah, you have to meet people's expectations now.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Ciroc.
Oh yeah.
And the gift,
You're
man.
welcome. Dude.
Yeah. How many shots you take of this already, dude?
0 for anyone listening.
0. He's taking 0 shots.
Yeah. What is Ciroc? It sounds pretty cool.
Light
I thought you would.
It sounds pretty cool.
We're not advertised.
Yeah. No, I got you guys that because of the gold bottle. I felt you guys would enjoy it.
Oh, we got a red cup.
Got that red solo cup. What's in that cup, Ricky?
Cup? Some Ciroc.
Oh, some Ciroc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
When was the first? When do you remember meeting Brendan?
Brendan?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would have to think way back. Like, that's tough because Brendan. I don't know. Like, Brendan and the Brendan I know now, he's definitely a lot more outgoing and a lot,
True.
talking. Back then, he was just literally your sidekick.
Yeah. He's right. Because I
Like-
didn't like talking at all.
Yeah,
and I remember everyone that like I'd meet that was your friends. They'd be like, "Man, he's like the most chilled, laid back kid. Like he doesn't say anything or do anything." Because I don't know. I was just always like intimidated, I guess, and I didn't want to say anything.
You were hanging out with the older
They
group.
always loved getting you high because of how little you were, and they couldn't believe your age. Like when you were 12, he looked 8, and like when he was 14, 15. Oh man, we shouldn't say how old you were. I guess when you first got stoned.
yeah.
I mean,
But all the friends, they were like, "Oh, dude, he smokes. This is lit."
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I mean, we all grow up different. Things happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, you were there during those times whenever we used to like always go up to Simpson and hang out. And stuff,
I remember eating a whole bag of Cheetos one time
right?
at Mark's
I'm a victim of the munchies.
at a balcony.
There was
I'm
a
fine.
time, the very first time I ever went to your house, Brendan. I don't know if you remember that I was there.
Oh, I do remember. I remember.
I don't know if I told you, but I ate all of your microwavable burritos.
I know you did. I know you did. Because guess what? I ate them every day and they weren't there.
Dude, yeah, you guys had so many of them. I honestly probably ate like 3 to 4 that night. I just kept putting them in the microwave and I kept eating them. I've never had them before, but I just kept eating them.
Isn't that the point of friendship, to raid the fridge at the other person's house?
Definitely. Especially making sure that they don't find out, you know?
I feel like that was like freshman year of college for me.
Yeah. No,
When you
I
were
mean, it
there.
was definitely later in the times, you know? But
Because I had you guys over. That's cool.
I was that friend where their families always went grocery shopping, and they included Ricky's list.
they had to make sure that they
Yeah,
were going to feed Ricky. too.
yeah, that there could be enough food for Ricky.
Oh, definitely. I
Damn.
mean, Ricky used to come over to my house all the time and stuff, you know? Always hang out in my basement and stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
What did you guys do in the basement? What was your main thing?
I mean, it would just all depend.
Yeah,
how,
I got it on you now.
It all depended how Ricky was feeling that night. If he wanted to, you know, do anything.
Yeah. The best was when he was bench pressing, because you guys were like, I think just maybe hitting high school or middle school. You might have just been hitting middle school. I don't know if you were there though. I don't think you were there, man.
Bench
But-
pressing at my house.
It was Husnan's house, and his
Who's not?
his mom yelled from upstairs. She's like, Husnan! And like,
wasn't there for that.
and then he laughed, and it almost fell on him, the bar with all the
Yeah.
weights.
I believe it. I used to go to Husnan's house all the time. Yeah, that was the first person like I used to spend the night at all the time. My mom let me used to just do that just because he was a fellow Arab.
Can I say something? Who else was Palestinian in your grade?
No
You
one
know?
was Palestinian. Husnan wasn't even Palestinian.
He was Pakistani.
Yeah, he was.
I know.
Palestinian. No one in.
Just you, huh?
Bro, we went to Jefferson County. What, Seckman?
Yeah.
There is no dude.
Yeah.
I was happy to find another fellow Arab.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like, there wasn't much to it, you know? We didn't have that many diversity, you could say, you know?
Yeah.
We had, like, what, John Brown, you know? Husnan.
Yeah, there wasn't much.
Dude, that is kind of crazy to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
You should have known, bro. You're not white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're
Oh,
saying.
yeah, we
man.
had Jeff, too. Oh, my. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but he's kind of like that. You would just think he's white looking at him.
Yeah. No, you definitely give that vibe. Maybe if you were.
Maybe the black
Did-
hair.
If he
dark
shaved
hair.
and, you know, like, cut your hair more like Ricky's.
What do I look like?
More like Ricky's people, his people,
Yeah.
My kind.
the white kind. We don't talk about them here.
That's why, honestly, That's why I loved my childhood, was because color never bothered me
No,
because
definitely.
of my friends.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I was like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Music's my thing.
Well, if we
Without-
didn't have music, we wouldn't have heard Brendan rapping earlier. And everything.
Where's that song that's gonna unite the world? Where's that music? Didn't back in the day, I feel like music had more of an impact on culture. Is there music today that has a huge impact? Well, maybe when rappers are starting to talk about police and all the riots,
Yeah.
maybe that's sparking something.
I mean, Lil
You know?
Baby's been really big on
He's
it.
been killing it.
Yeah, he's been really
His
big.
music's been fucking awesome lately.
No, he's been talking about everything that's recent and all that.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
he's awesome. Yeah. What about the whole world though? To bring the world together.
Well, that's what Kanye West 2024 is going to do.
Yeah. You know what else too? Have you ever heard "We Are the World"? by like Lionel Richie and like Michael Jackson and all them in the 80s, and they
Okay.
were like addressing AIDS
Brendan loves
crisis.
80s music.
Brent, or what'd you just say? Addressing AIDS?
Yeah, like the AIDS crisis. We
Oh.
are the world. We are, dude. There's like a song where they had like a bunch of people that were like really famous in the 80s to do a song to like contribute to this. South Park even made fun of it in an episode where like the kids were disappeared, or they were like stuck in a school bus, and then they were doing a song to get their kids back. But it was like the same sentiment of like a song that all these famous musicians were doing together to like promote like awareness.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to see something similar to We Are the World in today's atmosphere.
Okay.
With-
I mean, I wasn't familiar with that, but
Yeah. Just look up "We Are the World" and you'll be like, "Whoa!" There was like some huge AIDS benefit song that they were doing.
I mean, like even society, like nowadays, like when we listen to music, we understand where it's coming from. 20 years down the road, people that will only know if they actually like research it and look into it and know what was going on during that time or they lived through it.
like Marvin Gaye's music too. How like it's Marvin Gaye's music is used to like set the mood. Like he had a lot of political statements in his music too, that are overlooked sometimes by the tone of his music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's cool how we've lived through a lot of shit this past year that they're gonna be talking about forever?
Oh yeah, we're living through a textbook right now.
Yeah.
Literally, people are gonna read about like how we read about 19 old days or anything like that, and we're just like, okay, who cares about that? But we're literally living through 2020 where there's going to be notes written about us and we're going to have a test over us. And we lived it, you know?
Yeah.
That's why, like, whenever people are always like, oh, ask your grandparents and all that
Oh,
about how
God.
they feel about that stuff and all that. And we're just like, oh, who cares?
Yeah.
But we're literally living through a textbook right now.
Hopefully we start getting some really positive.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of weird? Something that's just like, what the fuck is going on? Is right after Joe Biden winning, now all of a sudden they're talking vaccine. My dad kind of made a funny joke. He was like, "Wait, hey, save it! I want to announce that one. Wait till I'm president." And I was like, he had me dying. I was like, "Dude, Dad, if you're right, that's fucked." Like
no.
if they're like, "Oh, I want to wait. We got the vaccine. All right, cool. Let's wait until I'm president, and I'll come out with the vaccine. Oh, look at me, Joe Biden. I'm the best." But it's just like, wow, right after all this, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I got to say about that is it's not officially over still, too, though. You know? I don't
My
know if you
Aunt
know
Rose
that.
she was like, oh, I can't even say it, but she said she thinks it's not over either.
Well, no, they're still counting and everything like
Well,
that.
yeah, you know, I don't know.
So that's why I don't officially say who won or anything like that until it's over.
Well, honestly, to be honest, I quit paying attention to all of it. I was just go back to the music part. How we were talking about how music changing the world and everything.
Oh yeah.
Dude, back when we were kids, listening to Lil Wayne, thinking we were gangsters and all that kind of stuff. That was
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah,
But then
definitely.
the music that gets you through shit, man, there's nothing better.
Oh no, there's definitely music that like you party to, and then there's music that just helps you all in general. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juice WRLD. You know, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But
And you call Suicide Boys the devil music.
yeah, that's just between me and you though. Just kidding. I don't know. It's just like you can just hear off the name, the vibe. Just Suicide Boys. Like it's not something, you know. I know Juice WRLD. He definitely talks about dying and all that in every song. Kind of just like even like Lil Peep. You know, I've given you stuff about him and everything. But it's just more of just the flow and I guess what they represent and just the name off of Suicide Boys. It's just
Throws you off.
it throws me off. I don't want to listen to it, and it's just more like they always talk about like suicide and all that, you know. And it's just
Yeah.
like it's not always what the mood I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You said it. I listen to like Drake. You know?
No, like a lot of people think it's dumb. Like they don't get it. Like they'll listen. Like how can you be sad and listen to sad music? How does that get you through it? And it's like no, it does because it's relatable.
Exactly. It's
All
relatable.
music, so music. I fear being that guy when I'm like 60, 70, being like the parents and not listening to the younger generation's music, because I'm someone that's like, no matter the waves, like even the younger guys coming out, Kid Laroi, he's lit.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
No, and
Yeah.
that was one of my biggest
Yeah.
problems was definitely listening to like new age rappers and
Yeah.
everything like that. But I mean, even if you were to talk about like with the younger generation, you probably could mention the name like Busta Rhymes. You know who Busta Rhymes is. We
Yeah.
listen to all his music and all that. The song he had with like Chris Brown and all of them, like that song that just
Busta Rhymes has a lot more to his name than Chris Brown's songs.
Look at me now.
yeah,
Oh,
look
God.
at me, like our,
You're right.
Yeah, I
the
know,
one where
but
he, like, speeds
Busta
up
Rhymes
real
has
fast and all that.
That's Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes'
Yeah.
best song. Busta Rhymes' best song is "Look at Me Now" with Chris Brown. Busta, thank Chris Brown every time you see him because he gave you the best song.
Oh my
Look at Me Now.
Well, no, I'm just saying that even if you were like to mention to the younger kids or something like Busta Rhymes, we all know that. It's just like
Because he
when
was
our-
on Chris Brown's song. You're right.
No, like
That's
that was
why
the
we
re-
know Busta.
No, he had plenty of good songs. Like
Yeah, the
where
one
he
with
was-
Chris Brown.
The one where he was like in the jungle and stuff like that. I can't think. Of
What
it,
song is that?
something man.
What's the name of it? Is it not "Look at Me Now"? Is it
No,
with
no, no.
Busta Rhymes?
That's the one everyone knows.
Hi,
But there
exactly.
was the one that had like Lloyd Banks, Pat Poose, where they sped it up, Missy Elliott.
Mhm.
I can't think of the names right now. I'd have to Google and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But no, like Busta Rhymes. You literally tell that to like a kid that's in high school right now, he'd be like, "Who's Busta Rhymes?" I mean, it's just like
No, "Look at Me Now." Yeah.
they'll probably tell me, "Look at me now."
But yeah, that's reverse. Do you listen to older music?
No, and that was the thing when growing up. I mean, I didn't listen to people of that generation back then, so it's exactly I understand completely. You know, I had one of my bosses come in and tell me if I knew this song by Meatloaf. I mean, that's a whole.
He said it like you knew Meatloaf.
No, like
who
some
the
dudes.
fuck is
Yeah,
Meatloaf?
some dude's name's Meatloaf.
He's a rock star.
Oh, exactly. Do
Yeah.
I look like the type of guy that's jamming out to a rock star?
Dude, true.
Especially old school rock star.
He looks like a Meatloaf guy.
Exactly. So this guy's like, oh, started singing a song. He was like, oh, you know that song by Meatloaf? I looked at him like, honestly, I have no idea what you are talking
Someone's
about.
name is Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Well, see, I grew up with me growing up with my dad
Yeah,
being
no,
70
I
fucking
talked to
years
your
old.
dad and everything like that. I definitely get his vibe,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you can tell who I am, what I look like. I grew up when I was growing up. What do we listen to? We listened to Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
you look more like a beef stew guy to me.
Beef stew? Yeah, no meatloaf. I don't know. Beef stew sounds better. Or chicken and broccoli. I don't know.
Yeah, I listen to Chicken and Brock.
Yeah.
He's all right.
What music? What was that Eminem and Tupac like me? Because like with my mom, she wouldn't let me listen to Eminem when I was a kid, and that shit would piss me off.
Yeah.
And then it caused me to listen to Eminem even more.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
The Eminem show, dude.
Yep.
That shit was on repeat when
Yeah.
I was a little kid.
Oh no, I remember like my mom, like low key, she hated all the cursing that he would do,
Yeah.
but she would let us listen to the music still. But if we sang it, that's where she got upset.
Oh.
And like I remember one time we were walking into somewhere like Bed Bath and Beyond or something. We were like, "Dude up, don't fuck with Shade." Why? Because Shade will fucking kill you. And like she freaked out because we were saying that stuff and like, but
I had to convince my mom. I was like, "Mom, this song, he doesn't cuss that much in this song."
oh my god, every
And
song he just cursed in. And that was the thing. So they wanted clean songs and then none of them.
Well, it was when my mom started liking him when Curtain Calls came out.
Current calls.
And when it was the Haley song, swinging him on the
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I was like, "Mom, see," I'm like Eminem has a song, he could be good. And she's like, "I do like this song."
Yeah.
I'm like, "See, Mom." And then my dad always fucked with us when we were kids because he would be like, when Cleaning Out My Closet came out, he was like peeing in my closet, and we'd be like, "Dad, shut the fuck up." And then it would kind of like stick in your head though. And you'd be like, "Son of a bitch, he ruined the song. He ruined the fucking song."
Oh yeah, definitely. There was a lot of things with cleaning in the closet and all that. I mean, Eminem was definitely one of the best things during our times and everything. Like,
Childhood memories,
Yeah.
dude. Best
Yeah.
times.
Now he still tries and everything, but he's just not where he was before.
Do you think music artists, there's a point in time where they should retire?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm
There's
Should
a lot-
Eminem hang it up? If he would have hung it up a while ago, there's some really fast song like Rap God that people really like. That Monster song with Juice WRLD, that's a big one now.
Oh no, that one was really good. And that's the thing.
Just
You
rapping
can,
like crazy.
you can put it up, like you can give it up or kind of thing. But if you just throw a feature every then and there, it's not like anything bad. It's just more of like when you drop a whole album, and I'm not gonna drop any names, more like Lil Wayne. It's just not all the way there.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa with Kendrick Lamar, that was probably the only song that I was like, you know what? I deal with it. And then all the other ones, I was just like, I think I'm gonna delete the album. I love Lil Wayne. You know, I grew up, you know, Young Money and all that. That was fine.
Carter
But
3.
Carter 3, you know, all that. Even Carter 4, you know. But
Well, Carter 3 was like, you know.
yeah, no, that's top tier.
That
Lil
was
Wayne.
like when the shit was popping.
Yeah, I remember he had that one song that like everyone just listened to because of the bass. It was, you know, it was just one of the hardest hitting songs. I can't think of the name.
You think we're gonna get back to a time, dude, with concerts? Because remember, we love concerts.
Yeah, me and you. You know, you took me to my first ever concert.
I did.
Yeah, Breaking Benjamin.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was my first ever concert, and
Yep.
you took me up there, and we were sitting kind of nosebleed.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, I have never sat nosebleed, and I've been front row at every concert I've ever gone
Yeah,
to.
dude.
Yeah, besides Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Me and you went to that one too.
Yeah. Mac Miller was lit.
Yeah, we were like, what, like maybe 13 rows behind?
Dude, he was right there. And it was cool because it was like personal. Where was that at? Do you remember?
The pageant?
Was it Pop? It was Pops.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't
It
Pops?
was the pageant.
It was the pageant.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that felt personal though because he was right there, dude.
Oh no,
Mac-
he was.
Mac Miller had the most dope. He had the most dopest light show. I had to do it for Mac.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, it was definitely, and like, I didn't think I like knew that many Mac Miller songs at the time and all that, and then I heard a concert, and I'm like, I know this one. I know.
you remember how he wouldn't play? That was 2016 because he wouldn't play the Donald Trump
No,
song.
and I was waiting for
Yeah,
that.
and he was like, yeah, we were all upset for it. Yeah.
No, definitely.
He didn't. That's crazy that he wouldn't play the fuck Donald Trump song.
Yeah. It wasn't.
If
even,
only he could see now.
No, it wasn't a fuck Donald Trump song. It was just more like a Donald Trump song.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump was YG.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, YG
Mix
and,
up.
and Nipsey.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So.
Dude, it's crazy with all the rappers that are just like, and I didn't know King Von. Never. There's a few of them that I've never heard of until they've been sadly killed.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean that's how it is with a lot of people and all that. I mean, I honestly only knew King Von just because Murad.
Yeah, I can see Murad bump into that.
You know, especially all that he does and everything like that with all the clothing and all that. So.
Which is insane.
Yeah. You know, I could see you in that stuff, Ricky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you need it.
Rick Ross.
Oh yeah.
Just
dude.
be Rick Ross in it.
You can
My
start
big
showing
ass.
on the podcast, be like, "Yo, thanks for the drip, Murad." You know.
Yeah. I think Brennan could pull off Rick Ross.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you kind of look like him. Anyone ever told you that? Celebrity look-alike?
I've heard it a few times.
Yeah, I believe it.
I try not to brag too much.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you hear every so often, but you don't tell people.
It's your loss. I look like Rick Ross. Yeah.
I thought it was funny how you didn't remember. Well, how old were we, Mo? Because you were my weight loss buddy.
Yeah. I remember we were definitely after, it was about probably freshman year summer or sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you, we used to go to 24-hour fitness every day after school. I don't know if you remember, but you told Zambo that I was part of the volleyball team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that I would get a free membership to 24-hour fitness to work out with you. And
That's
you were
awesome.
like, yeah, you were like, the only way I'll go is if Mo goes with me. So can you sign that he's on the volleyball team? And
I said that to Zambo.
Yeah, you don't remember? We had to walk upstairs to the BD rooms.
Uh-huh.
And we walked into his room, and you're like, you want me to get better in shape, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, sign this guy up. Tell him that he's part of this, so he can start working out with me, and I'll go with him, like, every day. And all that. And I'm like, yeah. And Zambo was like, whatever. And he signed it. And I went and got a free membership to 24-hour fitness, thanks to you. That saved me, like, $550.
Yeah, dude. I had that for 3 years.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. They hooked kids up with 24. I wonder if sadly that gym's closed now. You know that?
Oh, yeah. No,
it's gone.
Yeah, I had a membership, too, there, and then I'm full-time. Like,
It was
at
so
club.
sad. It was like, oh man, all those memories.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we used to. There was this post, and I'm like, oh man, if I can't, you couldn't say that today. It was like, man, people would think I'm racist if they read that post. But I made a post on Facebook one day, and I was like, oh, me and Mo just got home from 24. We just whooped some black guys. And I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we couldn't say that today.
No.
But we meant it as like it was like a hype thing.
It was
because,
more of a respect thing.
yeah, because they were so good
Yeah.
and they're athletic.
No, that's the thing too. I remember
Yeah.
that we used to ball all the time. You remember
Yeah.
Troy?
Oh yeah, dude, that 94-year-old man who
Yeah.
just would not miss a 3-point shot ever.
Dude, he would just shoot over his head.
They
and
would
hit.
pass it. It would piss me off so bad because it's an automatic 3-point when you
And you
pass it
can't
to
block
Troy.
him because he
Yeah.
throws it way behind
Yeah.
his head that you can't hit him.
Yeah.
It's like all the way back here, and he just throws it over
Yeah.
his head.
And he
you
could
can't even
hang. He was 94 and he could hang with the boys.
tell. Yeah, dude.
say
You didn't want
Dude,
him
he was old
covering
as
you.
fuck, bro. He's
Yeah.
dead now. He's got to be gone.
You never know.
R.I.P. Troy. If
He
that
could-
dude's over 100, respect.
Hey, he could still be throwing threes at 24 hours.
God bless you. God bless that man.
Yeah.
That was lit times, dude. Because we would. I was telling Brendan because I'm trying to lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast has inspired me because it's hard to edit yourself when you're ashamed. But 18-year-old Ricky would be pissed if he saw me today.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
After
100
everything that me and you have like gone through, especially just you,
Yeah.
it's not all that. Me and you used to go to like Cliff Cave.
you
and-
lost a lot of weight too, dude.
Yeah, I lost probably about 30 pounds.
Yeah, but for a guy like you who's like already, you're a thin guy right now. Like, dude, it would be hard for you to lose weight. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely harder. You lose it quick at first, but then it's super hard.
Well, no,
But
when
with
you're
you-
a big, for me, like I could probably drop if I got real strict and I quit drinking as much coffee. I need to back off on the sugar with the coffee. That's one of my problems. And I don't really eat fast food. I eat Taco Bell, which is, fast food. It's the worst. But I don't. I'm not eating. I'm not a cheeseburger guy. I'm not a greasy cheeseburger dude. I like I like my chicken and I love my veggies and I'm always cooking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't eat that. I could be worse. But 18-year-old Ricky, dude, he would never eat fast food. Nothing. Not one fucking bite.
Dude,
He would be upset.
I don't know if you remember, but like in high school, we would for the longest time you would only eat the salads.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I always ate those deli sandwiches, the turkey sub.
I showed you.
the ones,
Yeah.
the
That I
ones
used
they
to
would
eat
give
freshman
for
year.
free and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to eat that every day, and I look back at that and I was like, why did I eat that?
Dude, back in 8th grade, we were like little prison kids because we would like turn those little 8th grade lunches into fucking dope ass meals.
Oh yeah.
You would take the spicy fries on the burger,
dude. You put the spicy fries on that burger, and then in high school they upgraded to have some Frank's Red Hot. You throw that on the fries too.
Oh yeah.
And then Michelle Obama came and
Yeah, Michelle Obama
ruined
came.
all our school lunches.
Well, that was senior year. We didn't
Yeah.
have to deal with that very long.
Oh yeah, no, it was just the last year, and we're like, thank God we're leaving.
And I would always get the salads, so like it didn't affect
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
And our lunch salads were fucking dope.
They were,
They were
you
dope.
put it all that and shake it up.
I wish if I ever could afford it, like just be on a schedule. I know I could do it myself. It's easy,
Yeah.
but
You want to know what the best things during school were those cookies.
oh yeah, the big
Oh,
giant
yeah.
ones. Where do you get those? You can't find them. Yeah, dude, those were and they were $1.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about it the other day. Like I was with like Jeff, Danny, and Tom and all that. And we were hanging out. And we were like, dude, wouldn't it be awesome if we could just like re-grab those cookies? Like, would it be weird if we just stood in line one day, went to high school, and just bought the cookie and left?
Knock on the door, be like, can we just get a couple cookies? Here's
Yeah.
like 5. They'd be like, they're probably not even there anymore.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're probably gone.
No, I mean that's just high school our times.
I told my dad, I'm like, it's round 2, baby. Round 2 of weight loss. Here we go.
Yeah. No, I'm down to help you again.
Yeah. And Danny said we'd work out and shit, so it'd be
Yeah. No, it's motivation.
Because, dude, we would ride Cliff Cave, dude. We would do 2 laps, which was 10 miles.
Mhm.
And then we would do the little 1 mile, and we would do 3 laps of that. So 13 miles. I would do that like 3-4 times a week on top of volleyball, on top of going to school.
Yeah. And then you and Mark always had those mountain bikes.
Yeah.
And then I had my little GT bike.
Yeah, he had like this little trick bike that was like
Yeah.
some stupid little bike.
So always trying to keep up with you guys and stuff like that. I always had to pedal so much harder and all that.
Yeah. Brendan can relate with bikes.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't learn how to ride a bike until like 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah, I showed
And
him.
yeah.
You showed
I
him?
taught him how to ride a bike. in
Normally that's
Arkansas.
what your dad does. I mean, I guess Ricky is kind of your dad.
I fell like 5-6 times.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
my
everybody
whole
falls
leg
off.
had gashes in it. I was like, I learned.
Ooh, were you with Mo? Were you with us when he burnt his leg on that motorcycle, or was that Houston?
I don't think it was me.
It was
never
in that.
around
It was
during
when that
motorcycles.
subdivision first was developed.
Yeah, it wasn't me then.
And I jumped on the dirt bike, and my ankle was
there that day?
right on the exhaust. It burned it.
I don't think
Sorry,
so.
yeah, go ahead.
I almost was pretty sure I'm not there.
Yeah, it's not worth talking about if you weren't there.
No, I mean,
I
it's
burned
not-
my ankle on the exhaust
Yeah.
because my ankle was right on the exhaust, like
You were riding
skin
it,
to
though.
exhaust, and
You
it
were
burned
driving
it.
it?
I was riding passenger on this
Oh,
kid.
who was driving you?
Dude, I don't even know the kid's name, but he had a dirt bike, and he was like, I got a dirt bike, and it was cool, and I was like, I want to hop on it,
So you just hop on random dirt bikes with random
and then I
people
cried and got right off it because
because he burnt you?
dude, and my heel like swelled up and boiled up, and then this guy stepped right on it when we were walking home from school. He stepped on it and my blister, and it exploded, popped.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And I was crying, and I was like, I was crying and yelling at him, and he was mad at me, and he was like, oh yeah, well yeah, and I was like, it hurts so bad. It was bad. It hurt. Yeah.
I was a dick when I was a kid to him.
And then
We all were.
eventually it healed. I have a little scar.
Yeah. Are you just saying back then or like just that moment? Because we've had our fair share of moments.
Oh, yeah. That's brothership.
Yeah.
But when Brendan hops on that bike and he's louder than the guy goes, Rin, Rin, and then you hear Brendan just go, ah! He's just screaming, and I'm dying. Cause I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I see his ankle. I'm like, oh shit! And then we're walking home, like, dude, you might die. And he's like, shut up, Ricky. I'm like, dude,
You
you're gonna
took it to
fucking.
a whole
I'm
nother
like, dude,
level.
you're gonna fucking die, man. His mom was pretty pissed at me.
I mean, I would be too if you
Yeah.
did that.
We were the nerds, and when we were little kids, we were nerds playing sticks, acting like we were in Lord of the Rings. We were those kind of kids. We were having fucking battles, and I had this tree trunk, right?
Mhm.
And I wish I had that imagination. You lose that, or maybe you grow up. But when we were kids, we had some pretty big imaginations.
Oh yeah.
We're slaying some orcs in the Lord of the Rings battle. This is so nerdy. But in real, this is funny. I had a huge tree trunk, and I'm swinging it right. Brendan runs behind me. I don't notice it, and I swing this motherfucker as hard as I can, right? And it smacks him right in the face.
Oh my god.
Chipped his tooth and everything. My dad was on the deck looking at us like, wow, look at these douchebags. And then he just sees Brendan get smoked in the face by me. He's like, Ricky, what the hell? Because he thought I meant to do it on purpose. I'm like,
Oh,
I didn't
really?
mean to. Brendan's going, oh, and he's like bleeding into
Oh
his
my
face.
god.
You remember that?
I remember it. Dude,
His mom was pissed.
Yeah.
he hurt me a few times because there was another time him and our other neighbor AJ, they had bow and arrows and shit, and they made me retrieve the arrows.
Were they shooting them at you, or
They
you
were
just had to
They
bring
did.
them?
I got hit right in the face by an arrow.
Oh my god. Were they actually
No,
sharp ass
they
arrows?
were the bamboo, that type of plant that's on the side of my house.
Yeah, it was a sharp ass bamboo
It's
plant.
kind of like bamboo, but it's not bamboo.
It made a gash in my face. It hit
And
me.
We cut them out to look like arrows, and we cut the line, and they shot. I did not shoot you. That was AJ on that one.
I was jumping over the fence. I got hit right in the
It's like,
face.
we're 7, 9.
Where did you guys even get a bow from?
We made it.
You guys made it. You
Yeah.
had the string and everything?
Yeah,
Rubber band or
yeah.
whatever?
Shout out AJ. He just had a kid, which is really cool. He's starting a family and everything. But
Really?
AJ has always been into construction and everything. And when he was a
Yeah.
little kid, we were always making shit. We had a fort. We were kids that we had a whole. The back of his yard had a brick wall,
Mhm.
and then you could jump down to it. And like the way the trees grew, it was like a cool little hangout area. And we made a fort in there. We even made a fort up at Simpson that people. He dug that couch in there, and people tore it apart. And I remember all the kids going crazy. They're like, "Oh, look at it! There's a couch in there!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, who put it in there? Wonder who did that." But yeah, he was just really good at that. We made bow and arrows all the time, and yeah, AJ. It was right when he's like, "Ricky, watch this," and Brendan's hopping the fence. He aims it, and it just pew, and it hits him right in the face. It was funny. We were kids. I'm sorry.
You motherfuckers. The funniest was when Husnan broke, like his bike needed repairs, and AJ and Ricky are over here like, yeah, we'll look at your bicycle, and they're like looking at it. He's like, man, everyone in this neighborhood just knows how to fix bikes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, do you remember that though? Kind of. He was like, it was funny to see Husnan like impressed to see like kids working on bikes like this. And he's like, man, I wish I would have been here longer. Yeah, I could have fixed my other bikes too and shit.
No, I used to be at Husnan's house all the time. You know, we used to always play ping pong down in his basement. You guys were like huge in the ping pong.
Yeah.
I never played ping pong until I started hanging out with you guys. You guys were like some crazy magicians doing like curves and stuff that I've never seen. Husnan's dad, did you ever verse him in ping pong?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, dude, that guy was a wizard. I swear.
Really?
Yeah. He would put on spin and all that stuff that you'd never. And then they had that like.
God, I want to play him now. Now that you say it.
No, they didn't even have a ping pong table. They just had like cardboard, you know, and it like kind of bounced on it. Like they just made their own ping pong table, and that just knows how legit his dad was, that he could do all that crazy stuff on that type of thing instead of a real ping pong table, you know.
Interesting.
Dude.
Ping pong was huge with you. You used to always want to take me to First Baptist and play.
Dude, ping pong was the shit, man. I still love ping pong. If I ever, when I get my house, I'm definitely gonna have a ping pong thing.
Yeah.
When I get my finger fixed.
That was your favorite.
This is a problem. This is a problem, Twitch fam.
No, that was your favorite time during gym class. I just remember like always Ricky were trying to run the tables and everything.
I ran that motherfucker. There were some kids that were pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They wanted to beat me.
Yep. But Ricky was legit in ping pong.
Yeah. And then I remember it was really like, man, how come we don't have a ping pong team? Like, why isn't there ping pong sport in high schools? It would be lit. And then, because I look over at the Asian guys and they're just fucking insane with it. And then you see the real good ping pong players. You're like, holy fuck, that's another level.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole nother fucking. Is there ping pong Olympic sport? Because there fucking should be.
I don't know if as far as Olympics, but I know for sure there is high up there ping pong.
I would be down to watch some Olympic ping pong.
No. At that point, they call it table tennis.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't ping pong. This is table tennis. This is a real sport.
Tennis is something I want to get back into. Remember when we were playing tennis a lot, dude?
We used to play tennis all the time and all that. You know, and we just thought it'd be awesome if we could actually do an overhand serve.
Yeah.
You know.
Tennis athletes get paid a shitload too, man.
But yeah, in all honesty though, when me and you played each other, we'd have good matches. But I versed like a kid that played tennis in high school.
A whole nother day.
It was not fun.
Day.
It literally was. He was just like, I thought you said you were all right at tennis. I was like, yeah, I said I was all right. You're fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
you
levels.
Played high school.
There's
like
to the game.
They literally just hit it and then it just hits the corner and spins out. You're just like, bro, how am I supposed to hit it back? Like, you know? And then they just aim their shots and everything. It destroys, you know? Compared to what me and you used to do, we would just hit the ball at each other and be like, dude, we just had a solid rally, you know, back and forth. You know?
That's dude, and, tennis is a lot of work, especially for my big ass.
Oh, yeah.
Running back and forth and shit. But
no, we definitely like played our fair share of sports together, you know.
Yeah.
We always played basketball. You always wanted to play 1-on-1 when there was clearly a height difference.
What the fuck happened to me? No, I was just kidding.
24-hour, man. We used to play 1-on-1 fucking basketball, and you always wanted to play, and I'm just like, bro, it's not fair. But I've had my fair share of wins, kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we even like UFC'd before. You remember when you broke my window?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I won that match though.
Oh, don't be silly.
No, you submit. Whatever. I put you like in an arm bar after you broke my window.
Dan submitted me one time in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Gray.
Yep.
I didn't know how to wrestle.
Yeah.
The wrestling coach wanted me to wrestle him, and I just saw those guys running miles on miles, and I'm like, Coach Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like, my history class was right across from his, and at first hour, and he's like, "Hey Ricky, why don't you come into the mats tonight? I'd really like to show you some stuff." And I was like, sure, all right, I'll be there. And then the whole day I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I didn't go. Sure enough, next morning he's like, Ricky, where were you yesterday? I was waiting for you. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to run. I hated running.
I was gonna say too, like they could have really used you because I think like the state champs were like the 155-pounder guys, you know, like the lower weight class guys. They could have really used a better heavyweight too, you know.
Yeah.
To like place better in state. They never had like a really heavy guy that was a state guy. What was the guy? I forget dude. I don't even remember the guys that were like that heavyweight class. Like Yeah, I just don't remember.
In our grade or your?
Yeah, like in your guys' grade too. I don't remember who the best wrestler was. That was like Ricky's size. Like they could have had a heavyweight that could have helped the whole team out probably with the points. How that system
Brett
worked.
Dawson. Shout out Brett.
I was about to say Brett Dawson was
big.
a wrestler at
He
the
was pretty
time.
big.
Did he play state? I don't
know.
remember him ever placing. Maybe he did, and I just wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
He's gonna come kick your ass, man.
Good. I hope he does.
No, I was just kidding.
I mean, you wrestled, Brendan,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah,
why don't you
but-
talk about that?
Because I wasn't a state champ guy. I wasn't a good guy like
Well,
they
you know
were.
what the problem was?
I quit early too.
Well, your weight class wasn't really strongly developed. I feel like you said. I remember you telling me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me like you had a hard time getting opponents.
Well, the thing is I was so little too. Because I've always been a little guy, but like I was 95 pounds in high school, and like 103 was the common weight class that you would want to wrestle at.
Wow.
And like I was 95, and I was wrestling like 95 kids.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean-
one time I was overweight for a 95-pound weight class, and I got stripped down naked for it,
Did you cut weight then, or did you
and I
make it?
still was a pound off.
Oh.
I was like, "Why's my dick out? I'm still a pound off. I'm still a pound off, and my dick's out for no reason."
You could have shaved all.
That was my whole point. I was like, "Everyone's seeing my dick now. There's no that's not a huge problem, but it didn't help me get into the. I still didn't make weight. Why'd I do this right now? Hey everybody."
That's funny.
But it was cool. It wasn't a big deal. But I was like, man, this just seems stupid. It didn't help.
Did you enjoy wrestling?
Yeah, at times. But then I did I just quit. I really did just quit after freshman year because a lot of other people quit that I could beat up.
Yeah.
And I was scared of having to get my ass beat.
Yeah.
So I quit. It was a pussy reason to quit, but it did happen that way.
I mean, did you at least make it to a match?
I respect the honesty.
The kid that I was whooping on, because I would whoop on this kid all the time, and then because my spot was secure, because I know I
Yeah.
could kick his ass.
Oh yeah.
When he quit, and then I knew that I was getting my ass kicked by these two other people that are better than me, and I bitched out and quit myself, and that's what happened at the end of the day.
I mean, did you at least go to a match, against other schools and everything?
Dude, I had a winning record freshman year as a freshman.
Then why would you quit?
Because I wasn't gonna be JV. I would have made, but it would have been like.
Well, now you're just training for the UFC now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be your cornerman, cheering you on. Actually, I'll be in the crowd for you. Don't worry. I'll be like, woo!
I hate to cut this off, brother, but
We're already hitting that time.
Yep, we've already hit that time. I don't want the battery cut out on us.
Oh no, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have you on again, man.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you see this, subscribe to the Brendan Smitty Show.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude.
Anyone that follows or anything, they'll appreciate it type
Yeah.
stuff. I'm on there. I comment all the time. I love you guys.
Yeah,
He said he was gonna do it. He should do it.
Yeah, no, and dude, thank you, man. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your support, and everyone who watches. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Giving us the time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have you back again, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
I
coming
had a lot
on.
of fun. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and thanks
Yeah.
again for the gift. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah. It's been an honor, man. Thanks,
Yep.
man. It's been good.
Deuces.